All right, people, we're back. Kyle Smith, Platform Sports League. This is Chalk Talk Daily, episode 12, and we're in week 12 of the NFL season. My boys, New York Giants, went out to San Francisco and got themselves a W. My boy Eli Manning still battling out there. Not the greatest night in the world, 19 for 31 for 188, but he put 3 in the end zone. And that's what mattered as they pulled it out 27-23. So we're down in the red zone at the 10-yard line. It's 3rd and 8, and Eli manages to get the football to Odell in the back of the end zone. We're going to take a look at how the Giants managed to get this protected and how Odell and Eli managed to find a soft spot in the defense and get themselves 6 points. First things first, as always, let's get this thing protected. The 49ers have 6 guys walked up in this picture. All right, so the Giants, 5 offensive linemen, have to figure out who the 5 most dangerous are. And that's usually going to be the 4 down linemen, the 4 rushers that they know are coming, and also the Mike linebacker, who they deem the Mike linebacker. So in this specific play, either Eli or the center identify this inside linebacker as the Mike, and the running back, Wayne Gallman, knows that he has anybody else. So in this picture, it's going to be this other linebacker walked up. Now, Wayne Gallman's out of there pretty quickly. Either he knows, he's scouted, he's watched film, and he knows this backer is going to back up, or it's a 5-man protection. He's automatically scatting out of the backfield, and Eli is going to be responsible for that walked-up backer. Either way, that backer ends up not coming, and the Giants are able to get this protected. Because the center is turning to the left, that left side of the offensive line becomes the zone side. So they all have the ability to set to their outside gap and really set back and catch whatever comes their way. So any combination of defensive line mixing or linebackers mixing, they can catch all that because they're basically zoning everything off. Back to the right-hand side, the right guard and right tackle, they're basically manned up with the 2 remaining rushers. However, San Francisco has this thing schemed up. They know the center is moving to the field or moving to that left side of the field, and they're going to put the mix on with these 2 D linemen down here and hopefully mess things up with this man scheme for the guard and tackle. Fortunately for the Giants, the right guard and right tackle are able to sift this mix out and shut it down. The first person to identify this mix has to be the right tackle. As soon as he sees this DN take a step inside, he's got to stop all his momentum and slam his body weight back into that 3 technique, or this defensive tackle coming up the field. That's going to knock 78 off, this right guard, knock him off back inside where he has the ability to catch that defensive end coming inside. Now we move to the perimeter and see how the Giants use this pass concept to attack the 49ers defense. So it's a pretty simple combination of 2 concepts. You got a man beater on one side, you got a zone beater on the other. Okay, on the right-hand side here, we got a smash concept. We got a running back in the flat right now, and we got the tight end, Evan Ingram, running a flag route that should be open against any man coverage. On the other side of the ball, the 49ers are basically zoned off against these 3 wideouts. You got a high-low concept. You got a low driving, a shallow crosser to attract those linebackers as underneath coverage, and you got the curls settling in right in the middle of the zones to try and find a spot. Eli pretty much has plenty of options here just because the defense plays right into the scheme. So on the single receiver side, it's all manned up. All pro corner Richard Sherman's up against Evan Ingram, and that safety is walked down for the running back out in the flat. Now Eli, I think, gets distracted a little bit with this mix that eventually the offensive line picks up. Eli steps back into the pocket, finds Odell late, floats it over that linebacker for a risky throw, but it ends up paying off. So there you have it, a great illustration of the many battles going on in one play at the same time. Great examples of the science of football really playing out here. Works out perfectly for the Giants. They get themselves 6 points and a much-needed W out in San Francisco.